Hey everyone, it's Stephanie with 1111 Tarot Babe, and I'm here with a pick a card reading for you guys. And this is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So this pick a card, as you can see based on the title, is about what's coming to you in the fall. This is going to be for September, October, November. And if you have checked out the pick a card before, Aries through Leo, I was doing the traditional, casting the cards beforehand and creating the piles and then going over them with you. But I just don't feel like wasting that extra time doing that. So I'm just going to grab the decks I was called to for you guys, and we will see what comes out. So go ahead and make your selection. While you're doing that, I'll just remind you to check the description box below if you are interested in any of these cards. This right here actually is a new deck I just got in today, along with this that we'll be getting some messages from. And that was from a wishlist shopper. So thank you so much for contributing to the channel. If you are wanting to donate to the channel, that is the way that I ask, because that way I don't have to spend money on buying decks for the videos. So if you want to see some new decks, definitely check that list out, and I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. I literally cry every time I get a deck, because it's like, I can't believe you guys will buy me decks. Like, that's amazing. And if you are wanting to book a reading with me, if this resonates with you, you want to dig into it further, or you have some other stuff you want to look into, that information is in my description box below. If you like any of the cards here, all of the information on them is in the description box as well. So go ahead and make your selection. You can check out the pinned comment for the timestamps, and let's jump into this. I'm going to set these off to the side, and we're going to start off with group one. So this is Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is coming to you in the fall? September, October, November. What is coming to you? We have Lord, take charge with authority. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. Spring, see your seeds grow. That's good. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. High Priestess, harness your mystic power. I think this guy wants to come out. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Stag, trust and thrive. And last one, Shield Maiden. All right, let's dig into this. I think for you guys have been working on something, and this could be about any topic. It's probably either work, school, or personal development related, but it could definitely touch on some other things. So you're going to have to take what resonates and apply it as directed. Sorry. Let's see. It's not a prescription. But yeah, you have something that you planted seeds for a while back. That might have been in the spring. That might have been further than the spring, but you definitely have been working on either manifesting something, you were physically working on something, or something that you've been working on, and it is coming to fruition, and you're going to need to take charge of it. There's something like, maybe it's like you've been working on a project at work, and you're going to be put in charge of it, or you're going to have to take charge of it, because maybe whoever's in charge is not going to be able to, like, they haven't been working on it like you have been, so they don't really know like what to do like you do, so you have to take charge. But whatever it is, I feel like it definitely makes you connect with your emotions in some way. So, and there's some mirroring effect. This is like really interesting. I'm still like working this out in my head, because it's like, yeah, I want to lean towards, work, school, that kind of thing, but it goes so much deeper than that here. Like, I don't know if it's this could be like multiple things coming to fruition for you. Maybe the focus was on work, and that's why I was picking up the most, like work or school and a project. But because of what you've been going through over these last few months since spring, you're somehow like stepping into this high priestess power. You're stepping into something like a different person. You're going to be, okay, here it is. You're basically going to be a different person by the end of the fall. There's something big that comes down for you, and it's probably an external event, and it's something positive, but it definitely is it opens you up. You have heart guardian and water guardian and mirror guardian. To me, it feels like these are almost like chakra activations. This is like a heart chakra activation. This could be a throat chakra activation because it's blue, is what I'm hearing. So there could be some sort of communication coming through regarding relationships, or just like with yourself. Like, it doesn't always have to be, when I talk about relationships, guys, I want you to remember, I'm not always talking, romance and, somebody that you're into. I could be talking about just like you and another person and the energy you guys bring together and the healing properties you have just speaking to one another. That's what I'm getting here. Like, there's something like, maybe you meet somebody, or maybe you're working with somebody and they're just really helping you heal. Like, I don't know. There's some sort of healing. They're helping you connect with I don't know why I just want to say this is another person involved in this, but definitely somebody else is helping you connect with yourself. You're doing the work. You're doing the heavy lifting. I am not giving the props off to this other person, but this other person definitely somehow has helped you. So maybe this is like a coworker that really believed in you, a friend that really believed in you. Maybe this is a new relationship. Maybe that, there's so many different things. So you guys can take that as it applies. And what's going to happen is that, like, you have all these major activations hit you. You get this throat chakra, you get this mirrored guardian. Maybe you're coming in contact with a mirrored energy for your soul. I don't want to talk twin flames, okay? I'm going to actually stop using that term. But I do believe that we all are connected to one another. And some of us are in separate groupings that are connected even closer and have been connected for a very long time. And even within that grouping, I do feel there is some energies that mirror each other, twin flame or not. Whatever term you want to use. It doesn't even have to be a romantic connection. It could be a friendship. It could be a family member. It's that person that you can see yourself mirroring off of them, so you're able to kind of understand yourself more from them. And so that is something, it's very positive. It's not like a negative, that's why I don't want to use, because twin flame energy is so, like, it's so negative, like, when you really think about it. And like, yes, I am not a love and light person. I believe in embracing your darkness. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, let's not do it because it's negative or whatever. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't like labels. So I'm not saying this is picking up twin flame stuff for those that are wanting to hear that. I'm saying that this is picking up an energy that you are so closely linked to that you're able to mirror off one another, and it helps you heal. And it's going to be done in a positive way, though. It's not going to be you mirroring your dark side. It's you mirroring your light to each other, and it's very healing. And it could be a new, relationship, or it could be a friend, or it could be a family member. But it helps you connect with your higher priestess, the higher priestess in you, with your higher self, with the one that already knows what's going to be happening, and it's just trying to help you, guide you, and open up your heart chakra so you can trust and believe and stay in that energy. So you don't have to go back into whatever you were before. There's so many people right now, I feel, especially for fall, that are spiritual people, or even maybe not, people that are just recently awakened. Some people's souls grow very fast and they don't need all of the shit that some of us others have been through. So like, this, though, like, whoever, regardless of how you fall into that, like, I feel like, okay, let's be warned before I say this. Things are never going to be perfect forever. Like, things are never going to be perfect, and things are never going to be, like, amazing forever. There's always going to be problems, okay? But you are going to be stepping into some sort of energy where you're no longer, I believe, ever in this lifetime, okay, going back into the energy that you've had before in the past when things go bad. So it's like a huge thing. Like, this is a huge deal. Like, it's a huge deal, but it's not at the same time, because I'm not saying like, oh, you are finding a love of your life and running off and getting married at the end of the fall. Like, no, I'm not telling you that. But there's something in your brain where you officially like close off a chapter of who you were and step into who you are now. And so you never have to worry about letting yourself get to the point where you have in the past. And the strongest message is like, that was the end of it for this lifetime. What you do next lifetime, I don't know. All right, so Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. And so it's just like staying connected to who you truly are and focusing on the plans of what you really, really want, and not what society tells you should do, or what your old self, okay, what your old self is telling you to do. You need to let your old self die. That's what I'm hearing. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see what your guys' message is from this oracle. So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ah! Oh, I got 2, and I'm going to take them. Sorry. I don't have any Libra placements, I'll just say this, but there's somebody I know that does, and so I'm like, I get like, you know, I'm kind of curious about what's going on with the people in my life's readings when I'm doing them. Anyway, adventure awaits, go find it, and you are on your way to meeting your true love. So, all right, I know I was like, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it definitely could be for some people. You guys could be definitely coming in contact with somebody that is a soulmate, has that soul connection with you. This is probably going to be somebody new that you don't know, just because of how this is worded is what I get from this card. Like it's and it's like adventure awaits, go find it, right? Like, so that's all about newness. So, you know, this could be something that rolls around after all of this energy takes place, after these activations, or it could be that person that I was picking up here, that other energy kind of pushing you into this. So, but regardless, it's like super, this is positive, you know, this is fun. Does it last forever? If it's a relationship, I can't tell you that, because I know a lot of times people will message me and be like, okay, but you know, is this going to last forever? Like, let's not worry about that. You guys just need to enjoy what's happening as it's happening, because even if this isn't forever, it's somehow on your path to finding that. All right. So very, very positive. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what's going on in your guys' lives. I always like to know that information. And leave a like, comment, subscribe if it resonates. Let me know your other placements. Give me your birth time. No. You can if you want. I might not have time to do it, but... All right, let's go on and go to group 2. So group 2, this is the new deck. Again, thank you so much. I seriously do, like, did I say that in this video or the last? But I seriously freaking cry. Like, I'm so emotional when people get me things. Okay. Especially cards, because I have a problem with cards. It's like my favorite thing to get. I'm running out of space. All right, guys, let's stop talking and focus. Group 2, what is coming for you? Group 2 in the fall. So welcome, Group 2. As I was rambling on, this is your reading for what's coming to you in the fall. Sun, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, please don't take it. And if it does and you want to book a personal, that information's in the description box. But let's see what's coming for you in the fall. Temperance. Two of Pentacles. The High Priestess. Five of Cups. Queen of Swords. The Devil. Five of Pentacles. Oh, group 2. We'll work through it though. We'll work through and see what's really coming down here. Page of Wands. That's a good ending. Okay. So if you know tarot, you already see we got some doozies. We got the Five of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Devil, though I don't always hate the Devil at all. Sometimes I really like to see it. But I don't like all this. So let's dig into this. And remember, I always want to warn things that I'm getting like a lower energy from. If it doesn't make sense to you and resonate with you, don't take it. Leave the video now. Go to another selection. Okay? Like, don't get upset. And I'm not saying that because like I get a ton of hate or anything. I get upset when I watch some stuff. I get upset when I do my own readings. Like, and I just don't think you should take anything. You know, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, and just let it happen. No reason to be upset beforehand, right? Okay. So first thing I'm noticing here is that there is this triangle of majors. And it's definitely whatever this energy that's coming down is divinely guided. Whenever you see, it's not like we have a ton of majors, but I don't know. It's in a triangle, and it's just going to matter a lot to me. I mean, and to me, it's giving me that trine energy for astrology, and when something's in trine, it's flowing freely, and that's how I feel like there is. What's happening? Okay, this is what's happening. There's a healing process happening. There's a balancing of your spiritual side and your material side. I do feel like you're going to have some losses. There could be emotional loss, there could be financial loss, there could be both. But the thing is that it's happening because whatever you have built up regarding your finances, it's like not serving you. This is about money. This is about a bond, like a straight up, like, I keep wanting to say addiction, but it's not really addiction. Like, we need money, but this is like really like you putting all of your self-worth and energy into your finances, and the universe basically coming in and being like, you thought that was important and it's not, and we're going to actually just wipe your shit out so you can see how that doesn't define you. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be absolutely destitute, but there is some sort of something that happens to your finances where it's teaching you, it could be teaching a lesson about, because the devil can represent debt. It could be teaching a lesson about debt. It could be teaching a lesson about how you need to get your shit together with the Queen of Swords there, because she has her shit together. She can go through and just break these chains with the devil with her sword. But it's like, this also, you know what I'm just getting now? I'm getting a very specific situation. There could be some people that are in relationships that have some sort of financial, like you are reliant on the other person financially, and you break free from that. Either you're ending the relationship and having to move on because it's like toxic. It's like a very toxic connection between you two. Or that financial aspect, that bond financially is incredibly toxic for you two and brings you two down. So you somehow are able to like get a job and start making your own money type thing. And so it takes away that toxicity. It's like the Queen of Swords is breaking these. So that's you stepping into the Queen of Swords energy, is stepping into this knowing, this and this action, and not being emotional about things, like being focused and driven. So that could, the Queen of Swords is either going to cut a relationship off that's toxic, or she's going to cut the situation that's toxic out. And that's doing it with some force. And it's divinely guided, I feel, just because of this imagery with the clouds and behind there. Like, that's just always going to be that divine energy to me when I see that. So, and then of course the High Priestess is there. Your higher self is guiding you this whole time. Temperance is there. You have your guardian angels. You have, there's just, look at that. And there's a triangle on the Temperance, and then this is a triangle. That's awesome. You have a lot of flowing universal energy, Christ consciousness, God, whatever. I don't like words. It all means the same thing. It's just another word. Okay. But what I see here is that at the end of this, you get some sort of, even though the Page of Wands, sorry, there's a bug on me. Even though the Page of Wands is like an immature sexual energy, right? That's not what I get from this. I actually see like the Fool here a lot. I see a lot of Fool energy. And I love the Fool because it's showing this new beginning, and it's showing excitement and zest and youth for life. Like, that's awesome to me. I'm all about that. So like, I feel like through this struggle, through this emotional loss, through this feeling of being like kicked out or financial struggle, you get this inspiration and this excitement and this youthfulness and this like, it's like, you're getting a new chance. And it's not a full-on Fool energy, obviously, because the Fool's not there. It's not this brand new beginning, but it's a new chance, and it's a new passion, and it's a new experience, and you're excited about it. So I feel like by the end of fall, you're going to be very excited again. The beginning of fall is probably going to be kind of tough. Some tough energies comes through, especially in the middle of fall, but then you get excited. It's like, okay, like let's go back to the situation of you're in a relationship. The other person is the one that's financially kind of running the show. And you realize that it's very toxic for you guys. And if you guys want to be together, you're going to have to start, you're going to have to also contribute. So, whatever it is that's causing that friction between you two can end. And it's like you find a job opportunity that's absolutely phenomenal, great hours, good pay, and exactly like you don't even feel like you necessarily are working because you actually really, really enjoy whatever it is. And so it's like that. It's like, yeah, you got to a point where, you know, maybe things got financially tough. Maybe things got really emotionally tough. Lots of nasty things were said back and forth. But then because of all that, it pushed you into finding something that you actually were needing this whole time. Okay? So remember that when you're in this, when you're in the middle of, oh, we're not done yet because we're going to pull our oracle. When you're in the middle of all of this energy, all of that, remember that. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and pull the oracle. Stop criticizing yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Okay, so that's going to be your message. I definitely think that this sadness and this feeling kicked out is going to make you feel like you're not worth it, like you're not worthy somehow, or there's something wrong with you, especially if you're fighting with your significant other over money and you're the one that's like not making any. That can make you feel like you're worthless. I've been there. Like you can feel really bad about yourself. And if they're being like, you know, I'm going to jump back into me. If somebody's treating you like that and they're not willing to communicate like in a acceptable way and they're just trying to make you feel bad, then you need to not worry about the money that you need to be making, besides the fact that you need to make money to get out of the situation. Okay, like don't think that they're going to start treating you better just because you start making money. But there's some of you that definitely your relationship's fine. It's just like this is a tough spot for you, and you intuitively know if you get out there and you're able to bring some income in, it's going to just really help with a lot of stuff. So sorry, there was like a really loud noise. I don't know what that was. Okay, let's go on. So that is your reading group 2. Let me know if it resonates. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Let me know what's going on with your life. Let me know your other placements, all that stuff. I like to hear from you guys. And thank you so much for the comments you have been leaving. Okay, so group 3, last group. So welcome group 3. This is your reading, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and what is coming to you in the fall. So that's going to be September, October, and November. And this is a general reading. I always like to remind you, group 2's reading was kind of rough. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please just click out of it. Don't take it. Don't make yourself feel bad over it. Don't stress out. And if it's bad and if it resonates, don't make your time miserable until it actually comes down for you, you know? A lot of this stuff is going to happen regardless, and you don't need to be worried about it before it happens. So let's go ahead and get started. So group 2, what is coming? I'm sorry, group 3, what is coming for group 3, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising this fall? The Goddess of Not, never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation. I choose to become only more love. Rabia, Queen of Saintly Woman. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. I'm just going to lay these all out and I will read them after. And this deck is a little frou-frou for me. And what I mean by that is I just don't like all the, like, you know what? Life is not always great. So this kind of, nice, Lilith. This kind of does all that, like, I don't know. You guys know what I mean? That whole, like, things are wonderful and beautiful and light and love always. Like, if that's you, I love you. That's amazing. Some of my closest friends are like that. They're all about that. That is not me. That's not how I read. And that's not how I like to give messages. I like to be very realistic of what's happening. So that way you can best use the energy that you're going to get without being kind of upset when things that are set to make you build you up don't always feel that great. Usually they don't. So that's basically what I'm trying to say here. That love and light is great and all, but life doesn't always play out like that. And it doesn't always feel like love and light, right? So I don't really like decks like this, but I was really called to use it, and I'm going to use some tarot along with it just to clarify. But let's go ahead and dig into this a bit. It's such a beautiful deck. This is like gorgeous imagery. Okay, the goddess. So the goddess of never not broken. You guys have that, and then you have Lilith. This is some powerful divine feminine energy coming through. I'm getting all like shaky. You've been going through some stuff your whole life. Never not broken. Because those that are broken have the most light seeping through them. You're a part of the group that incarnated in this lifetime under difficult circumstances, so you could experience what others would have to experience, but you've had to experience so much in order to be able to help them. And because you are, I feel, a divine energy, I feel this is picking up on mostly divine feminine energy. Even if you identify as a male, it does not, when we're talking about energy, feminine and masculine, we both, everyone carries both of that inside themselves. And so you can be a divine feminine and still be, identify as a male. So we're just, just to be clear there, we're not excluding anyone. But this is about divine feminine energy. This is about it rising up, of you stepping into it, of you seeing the possibilities for your life and about your creation, about what you're able to do. Queen of the Outsiders. You are somebody that's always been on the outside. You've been, and I know we're supposed to be talking about what's happening in fall, but this is just coming through like they're just wanting to talk about you and your strength, and maybe this is what you're finding in fall. You've always been an outsider. Even if you have a lot of people that like you, Libra. Even if you have all these, I heard fans, maybe you're well known, or you have a heavy social media presence, or there's people like you. I think you're very attractive, what I'm getting here. But there's a lot of people that they think they know you, but they don't know you. So you always feel like an outsider. But that's just because of how powerful you are. Your soul is so developed and has been around for so long. You are an outsider because you just are further on your path. And that's why you had to go through everything you went through, because you were there's something about you. There's something in you that is so important to other people. Just you existing. You don't even have to do anything. It's just your existence is important and it wakes up other people. But I feel like you do things. You either are involved with other, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you do your own spiritual stuff, maybe you just share messages. But let's go ahead and let me try to figure out what's going on actually in the fall. I feel like you step into your power somehow. That's the basic message coming through. But then, they wanted you to know a lot more about yourself. That got weirdly deep. Ace of Wands. King of Swords. Ace of Wands. Knight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. The World. Two of Cups. Okay, I'm done, guys. Oh my gosh, there's so many more cards. And I was like, I'm not going to use that. And then the guides were like, yeah, you are. Okay. So what is actually going down? We got Two of Cups here. We got the Wheel of Fortune, the World, the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Wands. You're getting into some... Okay, this is what's happening. One of two things. Relationship. Either new relationship. I mean, it could be a relationship that you're already in going to the next level. That's like gonna be like two people. But this is mostly about new relationships. Ace of Wands, new. One of you might embody the King of Swords. One of you might embody the Knight of Cups. So this could be heavy air, heavy water. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we have the fire there too. So it could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But this is a fated encounter. This is a fated relationship. This is something that I just heard travel. Maybe you guys are going to travel together with the world. But the world is this feeling of completion, this like feeling of being, I just heard it. Okay, this is what's happening. It's coming in. You stepped into your divine energy. I'm going to take back the divine feminine because I don't feel like it's fair because this is a divine feminine oracle. Literally, that is the name. So of course it's going to pick up on the divine feminine energy. But for the very, very 1% masculine energy that's watching this video, you guys are included too. And you finally realize it. And that's why it's actually a very small percentage of you because there's not many that are there yet. You guys are getting there, but you're not there yet. But you are there. You've broken through somehow. You've been able to see like the light. And you're stepping into a new relationship because of that. And this is going to be somebody that is a divine counterpart. This is a soulmate, soul connection, twin flame, whatever. I don't like want to use those labels. So let's just say soul connection. This is something that was divinely placed. It's a gift. It was given by God, by the universe to propel you further into really stepping into your power. You have stepped in. It's like, okay, here's my analogy. You have figured out that you need to get dressed and you've been naked this whole time. That's a weird analogy, right? But so you're still naked and you're like figuring out like how to put on your underwear or like your pants if you don't wear underwear or like whatever you're doing. Like that's a shitty ass analogy, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like you've just awakened to it and now you are going to step into it. And this relationship, the two of you together helps you like, it's gonna, like it's like it's explosions. Like I literally am seeing explosions and it's not negative. It's like explosion of creation, of light. Maybe you two come together and create something for the collective. Could be children that, you know, you're bringing into this world that are going to make these, whatever you guys are doing is impacting the collective. So either you two together create something or you create an energy that just really creates some mass awakening just by you guys coming together and not even having like do anything. You guys come together and are like, all right, we're going to go out and do this. We're going to create a foundation. We're going to, you know, whatever. I don't know why I said foundation, but like, yeah, maybe some of you guys are creating a foundation together. But you are like, there's like this explosion. Again, like I said, maybe this is children. Maybe you guys come together and have children that are the ones that step up in the future to make some massive moves. More than likely, if you guys are this divine energy together and you do have children, that's going to be what happens anyway. And that's part of it. But, it's definitely incredibly positive, and it's not really like, you know, you're getting told a little bit, but it's all gonna be, it's like a surprise. It's a surprise is what I'm getting. So let's see. It's not necessarily a surprise, but it's like, it's not, I'm not gonna get too many details. Fall in love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. So make sure in the meantime, as you're still stepping in and walking into your energy, you know, this is all coming down in the fall. So this is going to be September, November, bottoming out in, September, October, bottoming out in November. Make sure in the meantime, if you have situations that come up, that you are like, because of stepping in this energy, there might be a lot of people attracted to you. You might be getting a lot of attention. You need to make sure that if you're falling in love, it's because it's real, and it's not because you're lonely and you want some attention. All right, Libra. Okay, so that is going to be Libra group 3 reading. Let me know what you think. If it resonates, let me know. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a fantastic fall, especially group 3. This is awesome. Like, look at this. I wish I had some Libra in my top 3 so I could claim it. Damn. But you guys really have, like, I'm sorry for all that you've had to go through, but you're gonna see why. You're really gonna see why very soon. And like my guides are just like smiling, and like they're like, you just have no idea what you're stepping into after this fall. Like what's happening to you in fall and what the end result will be is going to, this is like one of those markers in your life where you go back and you're like, damn, like that really happened. Okay? And in a good way. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. I hope you have a great fall, and I will see you next time.